Motorhead Garage, presented by DragonfireTools.com. Industrial workbenches with integrated tool storage. And brought to you by PaintedAutoBodyParts.com, the leading U.S. auto body parts online store. Shock Therapy, ride your way. And by Custom Auto Sound, the originator of classic car OEM fit radio since 1977.
We are trucking along here at Motorhead Garage, presented by DragonfireTools.com. And just take a look at this great-looking Ford Raptor we have here in the studio. Fantastic-looking truck. Well, do me a favor. Close your eyes. All right, now open them. What a pop of color. Just that little detail right there, the color on the tow hooks. And John, up until now, if you wanted to take your OEM tow hooks and put color on them, what would you have to go through?
You'd either have to paint them or powder coat them.
And you're talking big time expense, lots of money, lots of time, but you've come up with a solution at Towkz.
Yeah, our Towkz solved the problem. Without any labor, you can just pop these on in about 20 seconds and it changes the front end of your truck.
Well, how do they work?
Each Towkz has a channel underneath that's patented, and the only way you can get a rubber tube on a closed hook, and they just pop right over.
Obviously, they're easy to put on. Are they durable? How long are they going to last?
You know, I've ordered a lot of truck products for my own truck. Sometimes disappointed with durability and fading, so it was very important to us. We made them highest quality silicone rubber. The integrity stays, they adhere to the hook, and they're fade resistant. We put a lot of UV protection within each hook.
And you're out in California, so you've had plenty of UV testing done on these things.
Yes, we've thrown them on the roofs and they're fade resistant.
And how many different colors do you make?
We're up to 7 colors. We have red, white, blue, amber, pink, and newest colors are neon green and yellow. A lot of requests for those.
And the ambers are very cool on this truck. We did it earlier and we had the lights on. It really looked fantastic. Now, how many different makes and models are we covering here for the OEM hooks?
Well, as a new company, we start off with the trucks that are most sold. Those are the half tons. So you got the F-150s, the Toyota Tundras, the Dodge Ram 1500s, the Chevy Silverados, and the TRXs, and the Raptors. Been great in that community. They love the pop the color gives on their truck, and just a simple way to change things up on the front end.
And another thing that really jumps out on the box here, made in the United States of America, how important is that to you?
From the get-go, we wanted to find our manufacturers, we wanted to make sure it was shipped, everything's designed, everything's done USA.
I've looked all over social media and I see you guys everywhere, people reviewing it and they love the product. What are some of the things you're hearing?
Yeah, social media has been kind to us. We've had a lot of great comments, best idea ever. Email I got from a customer the other day, 3 words, I love them. That was it. So it was very nice. And just the whole Raptor community and TRX community, especially because the Towkz fit on both the front end and the back end of those trucks, and they have 4 clear round. It's been great in that community. They've been wonderful.
Well, you're going to love the price, you're going to love the ease of installation, and you're going to love the way they look on your truck. You can find the Towkz at hookproductsusa.com.
Nothing worse than ruining a good day out on the pontoon boat with a motor failure. Welcome to this AMSOIL Tech Tip. We're talking about boat motors and service. And when you do that, well, it's all about the 4-stroke cycle on this one. It's just like a car. Matter of fact, you can see the internals all here. You got the crankshaft, bearings, everything going on. But Len, there's a lot more going on because it's sitting on the water, and I know engines, when you shut an engine down, the camshaft position, one of those valves is going to be open. It's inevitable.
Correct. You can't avoid it. One of those valves is going to be open, and when it's open, the exhaust on these are wet. So you've got wet exhaust, you've got harsh environment, meaning it's damp. So you have to figure that in when you're building the oil. People like to use off-the-shelf passenger car motor oil in these outboards, and it's a bad idea for that reason. Okay, harsh environment, very wet, very damp. We build in extra rust and corrosion protection right into the product so that you don't have to worry about it when the boat is sitting and you're not around. You got to go to work, the boat sits by the dock, you're protected.
Yeah, you don't leave your car in the water all day, so that's fine. But when it gets to a boat, that's a whole different ball game. And we'll talk about the certification here in a minute. But another thing, these things also run rich. And there's a term called blow-by in the industry. You get some of that stuff going down in the oil. We're not getting normal stuff going down in the oil. We're getting that environment down in the oil. That's a problem too.
That's correct. These love to what we call fuel dilute. So when they're running slow, you're putting around the lake, it's not really getting that warm. So we formulate the product to have a very robust backbone. So the base oils are very, very strong, so they can take the fuel dilution and still provide protection.
Now, there's a label on here. These oils are not created equal, and this is the most impressive thing. Tell me about that, the certification.
Yeah, we actually do certify all of these products. So these are all NMMA, FCW, Catalyst compatible products. So all the latest and greatest specs, they are licensed.
So you heard it from the pro here. Make sure when you go to get oil, you put the right oil in. Go to AMSOIL.com for your oil needs and so much more.
Ron Harkleroad was nominated by his buddy Scott to be our Motorhead of the Week. Ron is a native of Bristol, Tennessee, and I tell you, he is a certified car nut. It all started over 50 years ago. Ron helped his brother with a roofing job, and in return, his brother gave him the shell of a '66 Chevy 2. Ron restored that, and he says he was over the moon when he got $39,000 for it. But get this, the person who bought it from Ron sold it at Barrett Jackson for $125,000. That speaks volumes for Ron's work. Now, Ron's done over a dozen cars in the last 50 years, and he says he does everything except for the paint and the interior. And he has 4 projects in the shop right now, including a 49 Ford that makes 500 horsepower and a 33 Plymouth he built for his wife. Now, if you want to be Motorhead of the Week, all you have to do is go to our website. Super easy. Just click on the link and send us a note. That is going to do it for this episode of Motorhead Garage, presented by DragonfireTools.com. We're going to do it again next week, though, so we hope you join us then. See ya.